now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Time to figure out where now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign. may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Louisville's offense will get the first possession of the game. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, and especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about whip rivalry. Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville in year one.
Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback will keep it. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Calls his own number. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Finding open areas. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. A run for the quarterback.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback keeper.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the move. There he goes. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the move. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This is a designed run. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Using his feet. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Plows through the defense. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He has the first and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Sweet cut there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The option look. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Flips it out to the back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Cardinals will hustle for the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Going to get his first work of the afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Punts it out of the air. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on a 2nd and goal from the 6. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking downfield on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Working that wide receiver screen. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. Kentucky had the horses today, and they ran well down the backstretch and made it all the way to the wire to outlast Louisville and take home the Governor's Cup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.